The disturbing truth of your targeting. In this video, I'd like to address certain facts about gang stalking. If you're new to this, you've come to the right place to learn the dark side of what's happening to you. I ask for courage today as you listen to this video, as it's the shocking reality we have to face whether we like it or not. In the end, we didn't choose for our lives to end up like this, but we can come up with creative solutions to maneuver this everyday cycle of torture by responding not with fear or anger, but with calm responses and rational solutions. The ultimate goal of gang stalking is to ruin the targeted individual's name by smear campaigns and getting them to lash out and behave what people may believe is out of character of the person, based on attacks on reputation and credibility. This is done on many levels of severity depending on how you respond to the abuse. Entrapment attempts through law enforcement and mental health officials are employed. You can maneuver them easily if you don't recognize what's happening in the moment, rather than reacting out of fear spurned from their manipulation and veiled attacks. The targeting process can be a very slow process of destroying the individual. It starts silently over the course of years of building a bad name for the individual, so nobody will support them when the harassment starts. It may start with shady characters you've had to defend yourself against, to past lovers who spread around how bad of a person you are, to a treacherous family who spreads around a bad name for you, or simply a stranger you offended. Over time, from person to person, a general consensus is formed from rumors and slander. This can start from a very young age, even birth. After the reputation is ruined and you've been effectively isolated over the years, this is when they can step in and begin the ritual torture and abuse. This will start with harassment you find yourself defenseless against, as it's framed to be daily, normal occurrences. It may be painfully obvious to you, but the ones around you will not see it. This is because a tactic called sensitization is employed, where repeated events in synchronized moments are used to get you to recognize the abuse, where the ones around you won't. You will be called crazy, mentally ill, or be told to relax, to get more sleep, or take a break. Others will act completely clueless to the events. If you can identify they're blatantly denying it, that this is a sign they are involved. Overall, people won't recognize what's happening to you, but you will. This can be very distressing at first. The key is to stay calm and keep addressing it in a non-confrontational way. If you become aggressive or combative with your harassers or deniers, this will aid in the entrapment of the individual, so I'd advise you don't give them what they're aiming for. Weapons that are classified information are employed against the individual, rendering us unable to defend against it, as it isn't public knowledge. Outside of the direct experience of the public, people won't believe it is happening, as they haven't experienced or seen it themselves. These weapons can inflict pain, burning sensations, cold and flu-like symptoms to communications in a usually harassing manner from the inflictors of these weapons. It is a very torturous experience and very distressing, as the individual is being directly harmed. This is where perseverance and determination, as well as getting used to it, is key. If you push through the attacks without losing your cool, you can survive. All they want you to do is act out of character and snap, furthering their goals in enslaving you. Stay calm with determination. The dark reality is that slavery still exists and is conducted secretly by governments today. What we call gang stalking or targeted individuals is just a manifestation of the fact. These sick activities are a form of slavery, hidden from the public eye. It's utilized on citizens all across the globe. The goal is to render you defenseless so they can enslave you as a victim of their sick game. These people enjoy what they do and will never sympathize with the individual, so don't cater to them. You're only furthering their goals against you. Their aim is to keep you silent about it so it can grow like a disease in your life, so speaking out is key to your survival, as intimidating as it can be, with how much backlash you will be met with. You have to do it in order to protect yourself. This keeps them from harassing you constantly and will aid in making them second guess their attempts and reduce the occurrences, as they are trying to hide this. We can use that in the fight against this by bringing it to light. actively and consistently. How do they enslave us? Well, all we have to do is look at what happens when we reach out for support. We are discredited by police and government officials. If their entrapment attempts are successful in keeping you falsely imprisoned for a prolonged time is achieved, we are then utilized as cattle for weapons testing and technology testing. We are force-fed government-funded medications that aid government's economy and kept in institutions that put us to work for barely any money, aiding government economy. Slavery still exists, and we see it in the revolving door of the prison system and the psychiatric care system. It is an optional course in the schools we are forced to attend to study law. So it makes a person wonder why we aren't taught law earlier in life. It's because these systems fund the economy, plain and simple. We can survive this if we keep our cool and actively document our harassment. I would recommend edited compilations of your harassment where you explain it thoroughly using easy-to-use video editing software. I personally use Movavi Video Editor Plus as it's simple to use. Just don't flip up your phone and film people. Use a body camera. If that's too intimidating, you can buy camera sunglasses or many other hidden cameras. Security NVR or DVR systems should be employed, placed strategically around your living area so that you can document occurrences around your house. Just don't watch it constantly. They will use the security system against you if you do. A body camera to film your living area when you are away is key thing to employ, as they like to break in with forged keys they create. Just make sure you shop well, as some are ineffective. Through trial and error, you'll find the device that works for you. Ultimately, these are scary realities that we have to face in order to survive. Hopefully this video will leave you stronger and more equipped to defend yourself, which you have to defend yourself if you want to survive. There is definitely a chance for survival and finding a sense of peace in life. I have achieved this, and so can you. You can still make it. You just have to try. I wish you the best and hope you make it to a point where you can join the fight in exposing this evil. I know I'll be there. Best wishes to you.